Let me just crack my back.
Yeah, I'll crack your back for you.
Oh! Oh!
Hi, I'm Austin.
And I'm Patrick! Welcome back! Today we are going to be talking about... What are you... My God, that was so much... Oh, good energy!
Yeah, I got really excited.
Oh, we gotta get an award for this one.
I would just like to thank the Academy.
So today we are going to be talking about straight men. Wah, wah, wah. You're probably thinking, straight men, why? Well, we asked ourselves that too. Today we're going to talk about our experience with having feelings for straight men being gay men.
We're the gay men.
The straight men are straight.
But we are the gay ones.
But then there's... Because we have the feelings.
Yeah. So Patrick and I earlier were talking about our past crushes, and
that's how I feel after all of them.
And we got to the topic of straight guys that we had feelings for. He was telling me his story, so I was like, wait, let's save it for a video today.
Yeah. Oh. So I think I'll start. I'll tell you a story.
Tell us everything. Gossip!
I've had feelings for probably a couple straight boys throughout my past. By a couple, I do mean dozens. But anyway, hush. There was one boy in particular, though, that really stood out to me because I was just head over heels with this boy. He was a friend of mine. He was actually the best friend of someone who I was really close with, so it was kind of like the three of us a lot of the time. That friend of mine was a lesbian. We like ran our GSA together. She was great. You know, we all hung out, and she kind of just like had introduced me to him. I realized I started having feelings for this guy because he was literally like one of the nicest human beings, like on the face of the earth. Like,
and that just kills
it's like, how dare you?
Like, you're gonna be nice, be gay.
Yeah, please. I mean, that's what we're here for. He was just really kind to everyone, really just like funny and charismatic, and just like went out of his way to make everyone feel like happy and comfortable and everything. And so naturally I was just like, marry me. It was funny too because he lived just like maybe like a block or two away from me pretty much. He used to text me like, not like late at night, like probably like 10 or like 11 and just be like, hey, do you want to go on a walk? And I was like, what? But I was like, oh, okay, sure. Cause like the first time when he said it, I felt very like nervous and scared, which is dumb because he's like a friend of mine. So it seemed whatever. And we just walked around our neighborhood and like talked about life, what was going on, like our dreams, blah, blah, blah. And I mean, he couldn't be doing more to just murder my heart and soul. It kind of got a little bit bad because he was so nice and because he was just like such a cool and funny guy, I kind of like did trick myself into believing like maybe he could be a little gay, like a little bit. He used to come to our Gay Straight Alliance meetings because he was just such an ally and supportive. So I tell her about my feelings for him and she was just like, she loved it. She like was obsessed with the idea. She thought it was like, oh, this is so funny. She didn't really like go one way or another on if she thought he was gay or straight. She was just more like, well, I mean, you really don't know unless you ask. At one point he like made this joke towards me that was like, I can't remember what it was, but it was like kind of like a flirty joke, and then he like winked at me and I was like, and then Casey looks at me and she goes like, and I was like, ooh. Oh my God, okay, it's a sign, like it's gotta be a sign. I think it was like later that night or at some point I just was texting him and I kind of was like, I started like getting into it and I was so nervous. I remember sitting in my bathroom and I was so nervous. And I just texted him like, so I kind of like you, which was totally downplaying it, by the way. He was so sweet. He was like, oh, wow, that's so sweet. Like, I feel so flattered. I mean, I am straight, but like, you know, that's so cool or whatever. Like, you know how I care about you as a friend and blah, 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 blah. Naturally, I am like heartbroken because it's sad, but at the same time, he probably couldn't have handled it any better if he tried. So long story short, it ended nicely and it was fine, but yeah, it was a difficult one. There were other gay guys in my school actually, and then there was like a bunch of gay guys that like lived around me, but for whatever reason, apparently I had no interest in any of them. It was just like, finding straight boys.
It always is.
I know. It ended okay. I was happy with it. So, Austin, why don't you tell us about a straight boy that you've had some feelings with?
Oh, I'm gonna need a drink. So mine is just as painful as yours was, if not more.
Probably more.
Let's get going. This was my first year in Los Angeles. I haven't dated any boys. I didn't even consider myself gay before moving to Los Angeles. I really didn't. I was like meeting new people. I had a job and I was making friends and everything.
As a prostitute.
As a prostitute. And finally, I found this boy on the app Hot or Not. It was like the first Tinder before Tinder came around and took over.
That sounds like a TV show's like version of Tinder.
Like, yeah, I talked to him on there for a little while, and then finally I went and I met him, and he was straight and still is. I don't know, but anyways. He was so nice and so sweet, and he had his life together. He had his own place. He was just doing well.
Yeah.
That was really cool, and I really liked that about him. And he was Southern, so he had like the accent, which I never thought I was attracted to, but man, you give it to the right person. Whew. So yeah, he was really nice. We started hanging out, and probably like once a week or so, and then things started to escalate.
What does that mean? Escalate, like slowly moved up, made it onto another platform, or what? What does that mean?
I mean, in a way.
Okay, it means... Oh. What?
So, like, things happened, like, got romantic between us and everything, and I started to develop feelings for this gentleman. Oh, that makes him sound old. He wasn't old. Okay, sorry. He's not a gentleman. And he did not return the feelings at all. It made me very crazy because I still saw him and he didn't like me back. And finally, it like snapped. I snapped and I was like, I'm never gonna see you ever again. I can't do this. You're a horrible person. But then in my mind I was like, he's not horrible, he just doesn't know better. He's straight, but is he? No, but I don't know.
But where did you hide his body? Okay, so it's later. Yeah, okay.
That was pretty much the end of him. Even though like every 3 months, like for like a year after that, he would still hit me up. So it was kind of like, you're sure you're not gay? Oh, but that was very painful and actually destroyed every hope of love inside of my body.
Well, that's the thing about it though that's so tricky. It's like, first off, there are just like guys that just are super like they're not into, you know, being with another man. And then there are some guys that are still kind of figuring out and struggling with their sexuality. And it sounds like this guy probably like was trying to explore, but who knows, maybe he was still trying to figure himself out. He was on a journey, and hopefully one day he finds happiness and love. That's a tricky one. I mean, falling in love with someone that gives you a little, like enough to be like, oh, it's happening, and then be like, oh, stop.
So that was my story, and just about every single gay guy has a story about a straight guy, to whatever degree, and we've all gone through it.
And honestly, it's almost like a rite of passage, I think, in some cases.
Yeah, it helps you learn.
Yeah, it helps you figure it out. Like, to me, I do not regret it all. Like, I definitely like this boy and everything and all that kind of stuff, but I don't regret it. And if you currently like a straight guy or you have in the past, you're gonna get through it. You're gonna be fine. Then eventually you'll move to a place like Los Angeles and everybody will be gay.
Oh, we can't find a single straight person. We've checked. So I hope you guys like this video. This is like a new format we're trying where we just sit here and just talk to you guys about our lives and
our feelings and emotions and So if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below if you have had feelings for a straight guy that were unrequited, or if you've had feelings in general that were unrequited. Let us know, and you know, hopefully we can all work through it as a big group therapy session in the comments together.
We make videos every Tuesday and Friday, so be sure to subscribe and hit that little bell notification so you guys know when we post our videos.
Yeah, join the family. We're all here together, working through life, loving straight boys, even though they hurt us every time.
All right. And with that note, we're out.
All right.
Okay, how do we turn this thing off?
I think...
How do we turn this off? What?
Just hold on.
Yeah, that's it. No.
If I squeeze this...
Ow, yeah. Okay.
Something happens here.
Oh, I can feel it. Oh,
Okay,
God.
here
It's
we
a
go.
blood. It's blood. Oh, God. Oh, God.